Like I just slipped.
Starting now, your surgical privileges at this hospital are revoked.
Amelia, I said stop.
And that's my cue to leave.
Here. Let's see.
He does know I'm a grown-up, right?
Well, we're just not used to having neighbors with noisy neighbors who have parties. When did I become the nosy landlady?
Scary. But it is still your place. And that party last night was just a little housewarming, not going to be a weekly occurrence.
Just be careful, you know, with all the partying.
I'm not drinking, if that is what you're asking. Not a drop. I was the happy, sober hostess last night. Scout's honor.
I believe you. And what about that guy?
Javier. He's a painter.
Ooh, an artist. That's sexy.
He does houses, but you should see his six-pack. Here's my tip. 30 days sober.
Good for you.
So now there's no more excuses why my name keeps disappearing from the surgical rotation every week.
I'll think about it.
But you let me do Pete's surgery, and I saved his life.
Told you it was a one-time exception. Now it's time to get back to saving yourself.
I haven't had a drink in a month.
So you say.
What do you want me to do to prove that I'm sober? Take a breathalyzer? You want me to pee in a cup?
You cut into a patient's head after you've been drinking.
And both that patient and Pete survived because of me.
What if the next one's not so lucky?
There's a debate happening inside my head. You want to hear both sides?
Okay.
The one side says that you're hiding in here because you're avoiding me personally. And the other side says that you're hiding in here to avoid the entire world.
You know Charlotte still has me benched from surgery.
Are you getting help? Are you clean and sober? Because Charlotte isn't generally a...
Charlotte's a bitch, Sheldon. She's a bitch, and she's a control freak, and she's a turncoat.
A turncoat?
In AA, the old-timers tell you to keep your mouth shut at work. They tell you not to break your anonymity to anyone, especially if you are a doctor or a lawyer or a pilot or anything where anyone could use your admission of addiction against you. They tell you to keep your mouth shut, even if you have been sober for 20 years, because people don't understand. I didn't listen. I opened my mouth. I opened my mouth because Charlotte needed me to open my mouth. After her rape, she needed me. Look, 1 in 10 people is an alcoholic or an addict. And only 1 in 10 of those people even tries to get help. I have been sober for years, and I am sober again. But do I get any credit from Charlotte? No. Because I made the mistake of helping her when she needed me, and because I had a few drinks over a month ago, I am benched. No credit, no gratitude. So the answer to your debate, Sheldon, is everyone. I am in here hiding from everyone. I woke up with a hangover this morning. Again. And I'm over it. This has to be it. I don't know why I was able to put together almost a decade sober, and now I can't seem to make it past about 30 days. This program gave me a life, and now I have a lot to lose, and so I'm not drinking today. I can't believe it is day 1 again. I'm humiliated. I'm humiliated that it's day 1 again. But you know, it's 1 day at a time, and I'm not gonna take a drink today. Thanks.
Late night?
Chief of Staff and curfew police. You're a busy woman.
Good morning.
You increased your dosage without talking to me? Gambling, risk-taking, anything out of the ordinary.
Jake left you a bottle, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
You want me to take it for you?
Whoa, that is a $100 bottle of Pinot, Sheldon. Hands off. I'll keep it for guests. Even sober people have dinner parties. Your husband.
No, I will use condoms. I mean, tell him that it won't work for me, please.
Hey, I think you were right.
One of my favorite sentences in the world. Right about what?
Well, Laura, I talked to her, and,
It's not easy, but sometimes the truth is worse.
yeah. So
It'll be better that way.
Sheldon, did you tell Zach to leave Jody?
Who are Zach and Jody?
Jody is 8.5 months pregnant with the worst case of anterograde amnesia I've ever seen. And Zach is her ass of a husband who is waiting for her to give birth so he can take the baby and leave.
What did you say to my patient?
Wait, you asked Sheldon to cover your cases. Doesn't that make Zach his patient?
Zach made his own decision. I'm helping him come to terms with it.
Jody's very sweet, but it is kind of like living with a parrot. What? It's true.
So she's supposed to just carry the baby, deliver it, and then he just gets to take the kid and go?
It does sound pretty harsh.
Jody won't even remember it's her kid.
That's not going to matter to the kid. Not for a while, anyway. The child needs a mother to bond to.
Yeah, they don't need to be traumatized.
What about what a wife needs? I mean, Zach can't just abandon her.
People have left for less.
He's just angry. Just a face.
She's all alone. He has an obligation. He married her.
I love you, Addie, but you're not really going to preach about the sanctity of marriage, are you?
Rude. What if she had cancer? You think he'd walk out then?
This is different. Cancer is often a death sentence. Zach is living life without parole. And there's a third life to consider here.
Sheldon, in many, many months of talking to Zach, he never once said that he wanted to leave. But now suddenly talking
I'm
to you...
certain Zach contemplated leaving long before today. And I imagine he actually would have told you if you hadn't confused your own convictions with a patient's needs.
Maybe he's in an angry phase, too. Build up during delivery, increasing runs from Sheldon. And I know it's only been 3 days. Almost 3 days. But it's 3 days sober, which is a start, right?
Right.
Okay, what's going on? You're keeping a secret, aren't you? We all download to you, but just once, you need to let it out, don't you?
I want to strangle Violet.
Well, you better hurry before Pete does it. Sorry. Continue.
She can't stop micromanaging and telling me how to treat Zach and prodding me for details of the case.
You told her to back off?
Yes.
And did she back off?
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
She's Violet. She's not done.